Hi everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something rather disturbing that I watched recently. I believe it was on Showtime and it was called The Real L Word Mississippi Hate the Sinner, something like that. And it was basically like a documentary that was following the lives of several lesbian and gay men, lesbians and gays in Mississippi, I believe, or somewhere down south. And it was really heartbreaking to realize that still in present day America there are areas of the world, of the USA, the world we know. I'm from Nigeria. I know in my country it's illegal to be LGBT. There's laws in place to lock you up in prison. There's a hyper religiosity that will get you persecuted and kicked out of basically every church, or that will have you facing exorcisms as people try to heal you and pray the gay away. So saying world was kind of wrong. Around the world, I know that there is this type of religious discrimination, religious persecution against LGBT people. But watching this show reminded me and made me realize that even here in the USA, where there's been so many strides made in equality, marriage equality for LGBT people, transgender rights, and just a forward movement in equality and in a civil rights movement for the community, it was shocking to see religious persecution still existing. There's still lesbian and gay people in the USA that are, being subjected to plans to pray the gay away. They're still going to churches. Their families are taking them and encouraging them to go to these churches where, the ministers claim that they can pray the gay away. And they're living in guilt, guilt of being just who they are. They feel that something is wrong with them. They feel that they are sinning. They feel that they are, a mistake, something that needs to be fixed spiritually. And it was really heartbreaking. Some of them on the video were claiming that they were abstaining, or that the gay had successfully been prayed away, but you could just look at them and see the misery, the confusion, going back in the closet after you've been free for so long. It's just so hard, so heartbreaking. And all this because there is a sermon being preached that God hates gay people, that gay people are sinning because they are, gay or LGBT or what have you. And, today I just wanted to take a moment to remind people out there that you don't have to accept a message of hatred. You don't have to accept a message that condemns you. You don't have to accept a biblical interpretation that condemns you and that makes you feel so horrible, makes you want to take your own life because you're praying and the gay isn't going away, or the trans isn't going away, and you're in conflict with yourself. There are many religious paths in the world for those who even want religion. I am not an advocate for religion. I know it sounds weird because I'm an ordained minister, but let me explain. I feel that religion has been politicized. I feel that religion has been commercialized, and many wrong things come about from religion. There's some good things too, obviously there's a lot of charitable work being done by religious establishments across the world. We give them credit for that. I am an advocate not for religion per se, organized religion. I'm an advocate for spirituality. I believe that anyone has the right and privilege and choice, if they want to pursue a spiritual path, to do so. For LGBT people, this is why Raise It Amen Ministries and the Happy Transgender Center exist. The message is very simple. If you are an LGBT person who wants to have a relationship with God the higher being, higher beings, it, he, she, whatever it is that you feel, the universe, whatever it is that is your understanding of God, of spirituality. If you want to pursue that, there's absolutely no reason for you not to do so. As I said before, there are many different paths. You just have to take one that is right for you, one that doesn't make you self-loathe and hate yourself and want to commit suicide and want to change yourself from who God created you to be. There are many Christianities. Way back, before Jesus left, people had already started fighting about what was the right Christianity. After Jesus died, there was even more fighting for decades about the right Christianity. What is right and what is wrong? Can some foods be clean and are some not clean? Jesus' brother was in the mix of all of this discussion after he left. Peter was in the mix. Paul was in the mix. There was a lot of confusion. And then decades and decades after the disciples were even gone, the debate continued. And it's nothing different from today. When people say, "Are you a Christian?" and if you are, it's more appropriate today to say, "Yes, I'm a Christian, but let me say my type of Christianity," because which Christianity is the question. There's a Christianity that persecutes lesbians, gays, bisexual, and trans people, tells them that there's a mistake with them because of the Bible. Yet at the same time, there's a Christianity that welcomes lesbian, gays, bisexual, transgenders, gays, bisexual, and everything in between the spectrum, just the way they are, based on the Bible. So the Bible is open to misinterpretation and interpretation. It was written by human beings. More than 40 people, 40, wrote the Bible. Therefore, it has all of their personal views, opinions, interpretations, and biases in it. And it has to be read in accordance to its cultural and historical setting. Otherwise, you get a mess. And I say to everyone to just end the whole debate. There is one way to know what is right when it comes to Christianity, to following Christ. It shouldn't persecute. It shouldn't discriminate. It shouldn't hurt. It shouldn't make people feel fear and condemnation and make them outsiders. Jesus came here to embrace everyone, embrace the outcasts, and bring people into his love and the love of God and into peace and happiness, not to be tormented every day trying to pray the gay way, trying to change themselves from who he created them to be. I am personally a Jesusian. Being a Jesusian means that I use the entire Bible for inspiration, but practicing daily, I only follow the teachings of Jesus. And there are only two of them, really. The rest all fall into these two. Love God with all your heart and love your neighbor as yourself. LGBT people can do that if they want to. Therefore, they can be Jesusians. Therefore, that can be a type of Christianity that they're in if they want to. I know there's many people out there who don't even believe in God. They're atheists. Others loathe religion for obvious reasons. And that's okay. There is, no problem with that. You have to do what's right for you, what makes sense to you. People who believe evolution contradicts the whole Bible. Some don't feel that way. Some do. Some just don't believe in religion at all. And it's okay. You have to, as I said, do what feels right for you. But even as an atheist, you can follow the Jesusian way if you want to. You can follow the teachings of great teachers like Jesus, like Buddha, people who just gave a great message. You can be a humanist, a person who cares about all of humanity and other living things. you can just be a good person and try not to hurt and make people feel so devalued. So, those are the thoughts that came to my mind when I watched this show. I wanted to just speak, record this video and say, listen, I realize there's still people in the USA right now, LGBT people, who feel persecuted, who feel unloved, who want to have a spiritual path, but feel that they are hated or are not welcome. And I am asking you today to choose the type of Christianity that welcomes you, to choose the type of biblical interpretation that is in the correct historical and cultural context. Don't just listen to what people tell you. Study it for yourself. Learn it for yourself. Discern it for yourself. And know this: God loves you just the way you are. You are created in the image of God, and there's nothing but love for all of God's gay children, transgender children. It is what is in your heart that matters, and that will be judged at the end. So just be a good person, the best that you can. Of course, in order to do that, you need to be happy and mentally healthy. And I pray and hope that you find peace and that you find a path that gives you that peace in 2015. So you can be free, you can be authentic, you can be your real self and be happy. God bless you all. And remember, if you need to talk, you can log on to thehappytransgendercenter.com or rizzygospel.org. thehappytransgendercenter.com. And even though it's the Happy Transgender Center, it's also a place for LGBT people as well. Don't feel left out. You can find out more about our ministry there. Once again, it's thehappytransgendercenter.com. And I hope to hear from you soon. And once again, be blessed and have a great year. Thank you so much. God bless you. Bye-bye.